Hey y'all, it's Daniel Stevens. Um, on Quiet Sounds of Qualia, I officially decided the name of my YouTube channel, Quiet Sounds of Qualia. And Quiet Sounds Combos will be a podcast I'll be making in the pretty near future. I already recorded the first episode. It just needs to be edited now. So, I am here to talk about music. Um, just as a announcement, I am, as you can see, trying to build a YouTube channel, and I wanted to try to upload a video every day for the first 2 months of the year, starting January 1st. And so when I made that decision, I figured it'd be cool to have some sort of routine. So every day of the week will be something different. And one of those things will be music recommendations. So here's my first one, just getting started early, and there'll be many more. So the first music I ever recommend anyone is Hiatus Kaiyote. I love Hiatus Kaiyote. They're my favorite, I would say, yeah, my favorite musical group. And the album I'm most likely to put on when I'm trying to get in a good mood or feeling like introspective um, or sentimental. So my first exposure to them was probably like a lot of other people who've heard of them, Nakamura, a great song they have from their first album. And I listened to that for a few months before I actually checked out more of their stuff. And when I really started diving in is when I listened to Choose Your Weapon. Choose Your Weapon is kind of like a themed album that has a lot of interesting sounds and spacey sounds and monologues and things going on. And from the intro to all the interludes and of course all the songs, I felt like that album from start to finish is a great listen. Like there's not one song that I skip on there. I like every single song. And I love the interludes too. They're like their own little pieces. Their interludes are like a minute or two. And they're like cool little, I don't know, like the keyboard is playing with the synth, or like Napalm, she's the lead singer, she's like playing around with some sort of melody or some very simple lyric or something. And the interludes are really cute and they like lead very smoothly into the next song. And I felt like a lot of those songs were powerful and healing. The first time I listened to that album, um, I cried through like the whole thing. And I felt like the band and the music was just like hugging me. Like I was having a hard time and I felt like they were just like giving me a big hug and telling me, it's okay. You're going to be fine. Like you got this. That's like the vibes that I felt from that album. And then whenever I listen to it after that first time, for one, I feel relaxed and I feel like in a good mood, but I also feel very hopeful. Like for some reason, I don't know if this is universal or just personal to me, but when I listen to Choose Your Weapon and most of any of Hiatus Kaiyote's music and Napalm's music, and some of the other band members have music out that I need to check out more of, I just feel hopeful. Like, for example, Molasses is a really great song. Napalm wrote, and I know a little bit of backstory about it. She wrote it about herself after a breakup. And it's like, if you listen to the words, it's so encouraging. Like, it's so hip how they can make such an interesting, dope song that's so empowering. It's like, there's nothing corny about it. It's super interesting. And it also feels like very spiritual. So I feel like when you're trying to get grounded, you're trying to like build your confidence and your strength, and you need to feel consoled and inspired, Choose Your Weapon is a great album to listen to, at least for me. So if you haven't heard it yet, or if you maybe listen to one song but haven't checked out the whole album, I encourage you check out that album and let me know what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell. And be looking out. I'll be having more videos, and starting January 1st, I'll be having some more structured things going on. There'll be art tutorials, a few comments about books that I'm reading right now, music related videos, and then a podcast about being an indie artist, specifically related around planning a tour. So I'm about to go on tour January 3rd. This is my first gig. So that's coming up pretty soon, and I'm going to make a podcast talking about how I booked the tour with no agents and only the help of my bandmates. And we'll also be on the tour. You'll see the behind the scenes, us in the van, us rehearsing, us before and after the show and during the show. So be looking out for that, and please leave comments, suggestions, anything you're looking for, or videos you'd like me to make, and let me know what you think about Choose Your Weapon. By the way, Choose Your Weapon, Hiatus Kaiyote, I'll put a link in the description.